Okay, ladies, the next couple of minutes, we're going to open up the sprint lanes. So we're going to open up the sprint lanes in lanes 1, 2, and 3, 6, 7, and 8. So sprint lanes 1, 2, and 3, 6, 7, and 8. Exit the pool via the side, please, and not over the timing boards. Continuous swim in lanes 4 and 5, or in the diving pit. Just be careful of anybody crossing underneath you while you're wanting to practice your dives. And also anybody else that's coming the opposite way that hasn't realised that the sprint lanes are now going to be open. So we're going to be opening the sprint lanes 1, 2, and 3, 6, 7, and 8. Sprint lanes, ladies, 1, 2, and 3, 6, 7, and 8.
Good morning, everybody. It's lovely to be back at the Manchester Aquatic Centre on this bright and beautiful Sunday morning.
Stadler and Waldorf.
A few bleary eyes in the balcony. Must be the lack of sleep up early, making the tuna pasta.
It's Sunday. It's going to take us an hour, Neil, to sort of like get into commentary. You know what I mean?
I know. However, our Twitter fans have been up early, out and about. We have some messages.
Is that the hashtag swim Lancs Champs 2020 by any chance?
Hashtag Lancs Champs 2020 is right, Mark. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. George Hutchinson from yesterday. George had some good questions yesterday, and he's tweeted in this morning. Good morning, hoping for some amazing swimming today and even better commentary. Unfortunately, George, it's me and Mark, so the commentary will be as bad as it was yesterday. But good luck to all the Preston swimmers, especially Seth Hutchinson, a.k.a. Fishboy. Hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. Looks like we have a couple of swimmers who want to speak to us. Oh, they've just vanished. Oh, here they are. Never work with animals or kids, that's what we were told. But here we go. We're gonna conduct our first interview of the Lancs Champs 2020.
We've got a couple of. In fact, actually, we've not just got a couple. We've got 3 Southport swimmers. Who are names?
Dylan, Joe,
Nikolai Patera. Right. Okay. Right. Question yesterday was, can you hear parents screaming from the balcony when you're actually racing?
When
Definitely
you
not.
breathe, quiet a bit, if they're loud.
If they're loud.
Are you
loud?
saying that they're not loud enough?
Yeah, I think they need to raise the game a bit.
Okay, parents, you heard it first here from the swimmers. You're not loud enough. You need to raise your game. Okay.
Okay, the next question
Next
was...
question.
The next question was, can you see coaches on poolside waving their arms and whistling and shouting?
Only on backstroke.
Only on
Sometimes, but
backstroke?
Usually on the replay.
On the replay? How do you get a replay when you're swimming? You don't get a replay. Not in the live moment. Okay.
So in your club, who is the best whistler, shouter, waver armour coach that you've got? James who?
Morgan.
James Morgan. Right.
James Morgan. Where is James Morgan?
Is James here today?
James Morgan from Southport? He's not here today. Oh,
Not here today.
no. So, James Morgan from Southport is the best coach on poolside that actually can make a difference to your swimmers. So, coaches, you need to be able to shout and whistle and wave your arms a little bit more. Okay? Thanks, guys. Have a great day today.
And good luck. And fast
Good
swimming.
luck. Yeah, well done.
There we go. Interview with some of the Southport boys. Thank you, boys. So, come through on Twitter is Simon Fazakali. Simon says he's proud of his little man. First, hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. Made the final and was fearless. So, well done, James. Barry Jones, good luck to all competing today at the Lancs Champs, especially Team Preston. And Barry used the hashtag Lancs Champs 2020 to get his message through. Here we go. Our first fun fact of the morning on the Twitter. So, Jonathan Thompson, fun fact for you, hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. The Olympic pool here in Manchester holds 660,000 gallons of water. Oh, I'm not finishing that one off. We don't do football in the swimming. We don't do football. But it has something to do with tears and Liverpool winning the league, and so we won't go into that. Back to a swimming tweet. But that was very good, John. I might use that one later. Victoria Malloy, good luck to Eleanor, Ebony, Harriet, Sally, and the rest of the Southport swimmers. From Chloe. And Chloe's used the hashtag Lancs Champs 2020 to get her message over this morning. So already a busy morning up on the commentary desk. So girls, we've got about 7 minutes of warm-up to go. 7 minutes of warm-up to go, thank you.
We just got the club or age group rankings at the minute. That was at the end of yesterday. So the championship scorings at the minute, in third place with 25 points is Wigan Best. In second place with 34 points is Manchester. And in first place at the moment with 50 points is Salford. In the age group scorings, after anyway, age group scorings. In third place on 306 points is Southport. In second place on 507 is City of Salford. And in first place on 577 points is Wigan Best. So just as we finish off on the ladies warm-up, we'll do the usual announcements, and then once the warm-up's finished, we'll have our team of officials onto poolside, and then we can start the competition as soon as possible. Another long session this morning, around about 3.5 hours. Same with this afternoon. So a very, very busy morning. So we'll try and keep you up to date on Twitter and other such goings on throughout the morning. So it just leaves me to say thank you very much for attending the Aquatic Centre this morning and welcoming you on day 4, session 7 of the North West County Championships for 2020. These championships can only take place with the freely given time and efforts of our volunteers. The organisers would like to thank them for their hard work before, during and after the swimming, ensuring that the events are as trouble-free as possible. Thanks also is given to the management and staff here at the Aquatic Centre in Manchester for their cooperation and support. The centre is a no-smoking venue, which includes the use of electronic cigarettes. To protect the environment, we'd like you to place all rubbish in the litter bins provided, whether on poolside or on the spectators gallery. And for your safety and comfort, we also advise you not to leave any property unattended, as the centre staff will remove anything that is unattended. The events for this morning. The events for this morning are 401, the men's. Before I announce the actual events, could we have swimmers for the men's 50 backstroke into marshalling, please? So competitors that are in the men's 50 backstroke, could we have them into marshalling, please? So as I was saying, event 401 is the men's open 50 metres backstroke. 402 is the women's open 100 metres freestyle. 403 is the men's open 200 metres individual medley. And then following that, we have events 404 to 417, which are the finals of the morning's events. In the interests of fair play, we ask that you switch off or set to silent all mobile phones or pagers. If one should activate or sound at the start of a race, it may jeopardise a competitor's position. We also ask for silence and no flash photography once the swimmers are called to their blocks. So hopefully we're going to get underway around about 9:30, which is about another minute and a half. We shall have, in that time, call our team of technical officials up to poolside, and then we can get the events underway. Okay, just before we get our officials out onto poolside, this is a note for all competitors that will be going to marshalling. Can you make sure that you go round the area of the starting blocks and go round the diving pit if you're going through to marshalling? Thank you, Holly. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on to poolside our team of technical officials. So our referees this morning are Mrs. Kath Cotton and Elaine Kidd. And our starters are Kate Williamson and Jerry Charnock. Officials, please take your seats. Competition will start in a couple of minutes' time. First event this morning is event 401 with the men's open 50 metres backstroke. There are 14 heats, and we start at should we start with heat 14? No, I'm going to start with one. No. Get the big guns out first.
Get the big guns out.
Only joking. We're going to start with heat number one. Oh dear. Anyway, in this this Heat 1, we have Ted Christen from Stretford in lane 2, Seth Gregson, Leyland Barracudas in 3, Ethan Mailer from Wigan Best in 4, Max Pearson, Wigan Best in 5, and Owen Donnelly from Clitheroe in lane 6. And it looks like lane 6, Owen Donnelly, he gets it 39.77 from Max Pearson and Seth Gregson. And that's confirmed as a result. And we move on to heat number 2. So over in lane 1 from Ormskirk, we've got Joshua Paul. Mason Stocks next to him in lane 2 from Aquabears, Dexter Diver from Fleetwood. In 3, Ethan McGuinness, Ramsbottom in 4, Caleb Waldemort from Fleetwood in 5, Noah Lazenby Tracy from Stretford in 6, Oliver Stanley from Preston in 7, and Archie Lorimer in Clitheroe in lane 8. It looks like lane 4, Ethan McGuinness. It is 36.96. Caleb Waldemort and Dexter. And they were the first 3. Oh, it's been changed. Joshua Paul. There we have confirmation of the results. We move on to heat 3. Last to rise was Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics in lane 6, which seems to have had good effect. He's got that slight lead, maybe just an arm's length, over Jonathan Waters from Blackpool in the lane next to him. These two going well. It looks as though it's going to be Oliver Parry, though. That looks as though he might touch out first. He does. 35.20. 35.54 Jonathan Waters, and then Kelsey Liu from Bolton Metro. And that's confirmed as a result. We move on to heat 4. It's the near side of the pool that seems to be having the best of the pool this morning. It's lane 6 again. Luke Kernan, Liverpool Penguins. It's going well. Next to him, Archie Dandy. And there we go, the 1, 2, 3. Luke Kernan, Archie Dandy, and then Hayden Soul from Preston. And that's confirmed as a result. We move on to heat 5. So lane 5, Samuel Grimes from Wigan Best. And Ethan Richards, lane 2. Also Harvey Kinnear down there in lane 8. But it looks as though it's going to be lane 5, Samuel Grimes. 32.20 from Ethan Richards. And then Michael Birchall is waiting for confirmation of that result. 32.25, yeah, good swim. Just waiting for that confirmation. And there we have it. We move on to Heat 6.
And in Heat 6 is Owen Heathcote-Jones of Carnforth in 1. Emil Dawkins of Preston goes in 2. Annan Clark, Preston in 3. Callum Rowland of Southport in 4. Owen Whiteley, City of Manchester in 5. Southport's Flynn Smith in 6, with Bury and Elton's Oliver Carter in lane 7. And in lane 8 is Isaac Jones of Preston. And it looks like lane 5, Owen Whiteley from Manchester, just going to get the touch, he does. Followed in by Flynn Smith from Southport and Callum Rowland in 3rd. Heat 7. So a special shout out to all the people on the World Wide Web who are watching us today. We've had a tweet from Western Supermare. But as you know, me and Mark are looking to go international this weekend. So if there's any...
I'm looking forward to a bit of an international tweet, I think.
Yep.
It's, so anybody that's further afield that may be watching, give us a tweet in. That's hashtag LancsChamps 2020.
A good swim there from Charlie Collins in lane 5. Results confirmed. Heat 8. Heat 8 in lane 1 is Matthew Murphy of City of Salford, Joseph Farcangelo from Chorley Marlins in 2, City of Manchester's Toby Ranson in 3, Tobias Pilkington of Burnley Bobcats in 4, Finn Drysdale of Isle of Man in 5, Miles Flanagan, Salford in 6, Benjamin Overland of Flixton in lane 7, and in lane 8 is Thomas Simon of Bridgefield. And it looks like lane 5, possibly lane 1, is going to get the hand. Oh, lane 7. Lane 7, lane 1. Just wait for those results to be confirmed. And Benjamin Overland for Flixton. Heat 9. Heat 9 is Cian Tevlin, Oldham Aquatics in 1, Tyler Delaney, Bridgefield in 2, Rhys Jenkins in 4 for Flixton, Spencer Cragg, Burnley Bobcats in 5, Ben Horton, City of Manchester in 6, Matthew Tinkler, lane 7 for Wigan Best. And it looks like lane number 7, Matthew Tinkler, Wigan Best, just edging ahead as we move under the flags for the last 5 metres. Matthew Tinkler is he going to get his hand to the wall? He does, followed by Spencer Cragg and Tyler Delaney in third place. Just need that result confirmed. Result as per the board, heat 10. Heat 10. We move towards the flags. It looks like lane 5, lane 3, and lane 2. Lane 2, James Dudley, the Isle of Man. Lane 5, Bradley Snaleham. Oh, we just need that result confirmed. Result as per the board. Heat 11. Educational here this morning on the commentary desk. We're being taught some good Welsh names by one of the coaches. We can name him. Head coach, Salford, Mr. Stout, up here giving us an education. Yes, a linguist lesson by John Stout. Who'd have thought it? And Gabriel Taylor-Rimmer from Bolton Metro, lane 2, winning that heat. Result confirmed, heat 12.
Through the first 25, Declan Hall. He's got a commanding lead, a good body length. And he's going to touch out first. 27.84 from Harvey Lowe and Matthew Rooney. And that's confirmed as a result. Heat 13. So in this Heat 13, Ewan Blackwell from Carnforth, Francis Dyson, Oldham Aquatics, Harry Robinson from Preston, Toby Hill, Prescott, Anthony Wood, Blackpool, Alex Campbell, City of Manchester, Liam Carey, Wigan Best, and Christian Allen from the City of Liverpool down in lane 8. And it is Toby Hill, lane 4. 27.30. Good swim by Toby. Alex Campbell in second. Harry Robinson third. We'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And that was confirmation of the result as we move on to heat 14. So in this, our final heat, Zach Walmsley from Blackburn, Caleb Griffiths from Crosby, Benjamin Havers-Strong from Preston, Billy Dewhurst, City of Manchester, Daniel Clark, Prescott, Evan Burston from City of Manchester, Ruben Robotham Keating in 7 from City of Manchester, Ben Porter from Raynham Barracudas, Daniel Clark 27.93. Followed by Billy Dewhurst and then Ruben Robotham Keating. That brings us to the end of heat or event 401. Next event 402 is the Women's Open 100 metres freestyle. There are 30 heats. Eyes down looking.
30 heats, is that all?
30. So we're going to go
wow
for heat 1 to start us off.
While the officials are making their way back to the front, just quickly on the Twitter, Lancashire 2020 hashtag. Good luck to all the Fleetwood swimmers today. Go Fleetwood from Karen Lawrenson. Rob Medway, good luck Wigan Best. Go for it Sam Grimes. And Rich Brunsden. Good luck to Evan Brunsden today. We're all cheering from Weston-super-Mare. So, Weston-super-Mare.
Woohoo! That's the furthest place up to now. Anybody get any further? We need people from
France,
further and overseas.
Australia.
Yeah.
Hong Kong would be nice.
Hong Kong.
That'd be good.
Yeah. It was nice to see John Stout.
It was lovely to see John.
Yeah. Nice to see a head coach giving us some insight into things going on.
Yep.
And taking.
Oh, was that what that was? Insight. The World Wide Web, it just does not ever fail to surprise. I think we may as well just pack it up now and go home. Mark, I think we've won. Simon Garrick. Good luck, Hallie Garrick in the 100 free, and all of the Blackpool aquatic swimmers racing today. And Simon is currently watching in work in Azerbaijan. We've made it.
Azerbaijan. I'm sure we can actually get further than there.
Azerbaijan.
There must be somebody further than there.
Back to the swimming. In lane 3 is Lauren Weston from Wigan Best. Nandini Kapoor of Preston is in 4. In 5, Madeline Andrew from Ramsbottom. And lane 6 is Rachel Partington from the City of Manchester. And as they move into the final 7 meters, it looks like lane 5, Madeline Andrew from Ramsbottom, is just edged ahead and will take heat 1 in a time of 1 minute 14.9 to be confirmed. Looks like a PB for Madeline, so well done. Heat 2 of the event 402, the open 100 meters freestyle. In lane 1 from Aquabears, Gabrielle McCulloch. Olivia Ballard of Leyland Barracudas in 2. Ebony Thorburn of Southport in lane 3. Nicole Hargreaves of Pioneer 79 in 4. Faith Wood, Fleetwood in 5. Kiana Hoke of Aquabears is in lane 6. Caitlin Postolacci of City of Salford in 7. And Eva Webb of Stretford in lane 8. And Caitlin over first on the 50-meter mark, the halfway point. So the interesting facts are flying in, which I'm sure Mark will cover in the next segment. But in the pool, lane 2, Olivia Ballard from Leyland Barracudas. Looks like she's edged ahead as we move under the flags. Racing hard is Kiana Hope, but it is Olivia Ballard from Kiana from Caitlin. Need that result confirmed as per the board. Heat 3. And there we go with heat number 3. Alyssa Boslam, City of Salford in 1. Jessica Ball of Prescott goes in 2. Ava Grace Hodson, Wigan Best in 3. With Kristen Beswick of Fleetwood in lane 4. Lane 5 is Isabel Lloyd, Wigan Best. Mackenzie Parkinson of Wigan Best goes in 6. Amelie Bloxage of City of Salford goes in lane 7. And in lane 8 from Ormskirk is Amy Coy. And as we turn with 50 meters to go, it's the 2 Wigan Best swimmers, Mackenzie and Isabel, fighting it out for top spot. Ava Grace from Wigan Best. So it's a 1, 2, 3 at the halfway mark for the Wigan Best swimmers. But with 25 meters to go, it looks like lane 6, Mackenzie Parkinson, holding on to that lead, with Isabel Lloyd fighting back. And then lane 7, 4, and 3 all fighting to be for that 3rd place in the heat. But there we go. It's Mackenzie, Isabel, and Amelie Bloxage from Salford. Just need that result confirmed. As per the board, heat 4.
Okay, just going on the number of heats that we've got in the different sessions and things like that. We've had a tweet from Robin Grimes, and he said an interesting fact. By the end of the second session today, the total combined distance swam by all swimmers will be 607 kilometres. 607 kilometres.
607.
That's quite a way.
That's quite a way.
That's,
I mean, where would that take you to?
Well over, it's
London.
Well over, what, 300 miles? 400 miles.
400 miles.
Well, apparently that's enough to get us to Paris. And on the end of his tweet, he's got Go Grimesy, as in Wigan Best. So all the Wigan Best swimmers. So good luck to them as we come into the finish. Grace Robotham Keating from Charlotte Collinson. And then Emily Jackson Smith. And that's confirmed as a result. And we go on to Heat 5. at in the pool. So as we get Heat 5 underway, we've got the finalists for the Men's Open 50 backstroke, 10 and 11 years age group. Owen Donnelly, Clitheroe, Dexter Diver, Fleetwood, Ethan McGuinness, Ramsbottom, Samuel Sutcliffe from Ramsbottom, Daniel Cadavere from City of Salford, Archie Lorimer from Clitheroe, Oliver Stanley from Preston and Max Pearson from Wigan Best. Reserve finalists of Noah Lazenby Tracy from Stretford and Mason Stocks from Aquabears. 12-year age group, Jack Seddon, Bolton Metro, Jonathan Waters, Blackpool Aquatics, Oliver Parry, Oldham Aquatics, Isaac Jones from Preston, Archie Dandy from Bolton Metro, Joshua Hayes from Wigan Best, Bernard Ordek from Prescott, Kelsey Lou from Bolton Metro, reserve finalists of Caleb Waldemore from Fleetwood and Joshua Keogh from Bolton Metro. And as we come into the finish, it's Madison McFadden from Pioneer, from Grace Robinson and Lucy Linton. That's confirmed as a result. We move on to Heat 6. In the 13 years age group, Daniel Croft from Oldham Aquatics, Nistelai Patera from Southport, Harvey Kinnear, Preston, Thomas Simon, Bridgefield, Emil Dawkins from Preston, Luke Kernan from Liverpool Penguins, Hayden Soul from Preston and Benjamin Paul from Ormskirk. 14 years age group, Owen Whiteley, City of Manchester, Johnny Gibbs from Preston, Samuel Grimes from Wigan Best, Jake Christon, City of Manchester, Charlie Collins from Wigan Best, Jack Heppelstone, Leyland Barracudas, Mackenzie Rodson Horrocks from Carnforth, and Flynn Smith from Southport. Reserve finalists of Ethan Richards, Oldham Aquatics, and Leo Taylor, Leyland Barracudas. 15 years age group, Thomas Arkwright, Leyland Barracudas, Matthew Tinkler, Wigan Best, Liam Carey, Wigan Best, Ruben Robotham Keating, City of Manchester, Caleb Griffiths from Crosby, Zach Walmsley from Blackburn, Bradley Snailham from Leyland Barracudas, Benjamin Overland, from Flixton, reserve finalists of Finn Drysdale from Isle of Man, and Ben Horton from the City of Manchester. Overlord. We have Grace Taylor from Bolton Metro taking that one, confirmed result, Heat 7. In Heat 7, Lane 8, I must apologise because Sandra Chaika from City of Salford, we had all sorts of pronunciations yesterday, of which I must apologise. I apologise profusely to her mum and Neil. And so the thing is that my mum came up to us this morning and just said, it's actually Chaika, or pronounced Chaika. So Sandra is in lane 8, and it's one of those things that we'll never ever forget. So turning at the 50 turn, Zara Mann from Bethany Roberts, and it still looks as though Zara has managed to keep that slender lead she had. She does 108.03 from Beth Roberts and Anna Macklem, and that's confirmed as a result. as we move on to Heat 8.
Finalists for event men's open 50 backstroke in the 16 years age group. Patrick Braddock, Oldham Aquatics. James Hanford, Leyland Barracudas. Francis Dyson, Oldham Aquatics. Toby Hill, Prescott. Gabriel Taylor Rimmer, Bolton Metro. Ewan Blackwell, Carnforth. Benjamin Harrison, Burnley Bobcats. And Samuel Murphy, Blackburn. Reserves for the finalists, Charles Kelly from Southport and Oliver Tinkler from Wigan Best. In the 17 years and over age group, Matthew Rooney from Everton, Harry Robinson from Preston, Billy Dewhurst from City of Manchester, Declan Hall from Wigan Best, Daniel Clark from Prescott, Alex Campbell, City of Manchester, Harvey Lowe, Isle of Man, Thomas Duxbury, Bolton Metro, and your reserves, Evan Brunson from City of Manchester and Thomas Hill from Southport. Disqualification to announce from this heat, lane 7. Disqualification, lane 7. Coaches and team managers, you now have 15 minutes if you wish to withdraw any swimmers from the 50 backstroke finals. Thank you. Heat 9 of the 100 metres backs freestyle, in lane 1, Olivia McLeish of Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Amelie Elliott, Leyland Barracudas. Katie Lee of City of Salford in 3. Bolton Metro's Amy Morris is in 4. Lane 5 is Sophie Davis of Southport. And Lucy Whittles, City of Salford, goes in 6. Nia Stewart of City of Salford in lane 7, with Everton's Freya Boardman in lane 8. And it looks quite flat across the pool there. Lane 2 and lane 5 starting to edge ahead. Amelie Elliott and Sophie Davis. And as we come under the flags, looks like Sophie Davis is just going to get a hand to the wall first. She does. Amy Morris and Amelie Elliott is your 1, 2, 3. Result confirmed, heat 10.
We've had some more tweets at Lancs Champs 2020. Good luck to Ruby Crossman. That's from Fian and Ronan. That's tweeted by Jared Rogers. And we've had I think we're sort of trumping this. I don't know. In the big scheme of things, Azerbaijan and Goa, which is further away? Goa's off India, isn't it?
Goa's India.
Yeah, and Azerbaijan is sort of like virtually straight up, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm going to go Goa.
You're going to go Goa? Okay. Because this is from Barry John.
I will check.
Isaac from Team Preston. Wants to say hi to his grandma and granddad watching in Goa. So, like I say, we're sort of like racking this up. We're getting a bit further away. It seems to be that Goa might be the furthest place. getting back to the swimming, heat 11. So heat 11, lane 1, Rihanna Archer, Wigan best, while my compadre is actually trying to find out which is the furthest away. Lauren Thistleton from Southport, Robin Jacobs, City of Manchester, Katie Bedford from Charlie Marlins in 4, Libby Partington from Wigan best in 5, Hannah O'Brien, Blackpool Aquatics in 6, and Annie Gorgagan, Burnley Bobcats in lane 8. So through the turn, it was Hannah O'Brien from Robin Jacobs, and then Annie Gorgagan. And it looks like Hannah O'Brien might just hang on. She has from Robin Jacobs and Annie Gorgagan. And we have a disqualification in that heat in lane 4. So lane 4 was disqualified. Heat 12. So apart from the aquatic centre, which is the hottest place in the world?
You mean the aquatic centre isn't the hottest place on the planet at this point in time?
It's getting there. It's getting there. But the thing is that the hottest place in the world, apparently, is Dalal.
Dalal?
Or Dalal, or whatever.
Dalal. Oh, yeah. In Ethiopia?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But I'm sure...
Is that the hottest inhabited place?
Well...
I'm sure there's a desert somewhere with its hand up going, look at me!
Maybe. But the thing is that I'm sure we'll give them the run for the money come the end of the competition this afternoon, where the temperature, especially in the finals, will go up considerably.
I'm not sure about the hashtags, though.
Thanks, George Hutchinson, for that amazing fact. That's confirmed as a result for Georgia Fitton, and we move on to Heat 13.
Paul Metcalf on Twitter, hashtag LancsChamps2020. Swim fast, Lily Metcalf, and all of the Flixton swim team. So good luck, guys. Wigan best. After a fantastic day yesterday, we wish all our swimmers today the very best of luck. At Swim Lancashire County Champs, hashtag LancsChamps2020. So a shout out there for all the Wigan best swimmers. Good luck, Leyland Barracudas from Danielle Brady, using the hashtag LancsChamps2020. So heat number 13, and at the halfway stage, it's Molly Warburton-White with about a body length lead from lane 7, which is Sophia Gilbert from Flixton. And as they come under the flags, it looks like, yeah, it looks like lane 2, sorry, Molly Warburton-White, Sophia Gilbert and Abigail Turner with a fantastic last 25 to take third. Result confirmed, heat 14. Heat 14 with lane 1, Leyland Barracudas, Eve Headley, Isabel Yates from Ramsbottom in lane 2. The aforementioned Lily Metcalf from Flixton. In lane 3, Ellie Duxbury of Bury and Elton in 4. Crosby's Samantha Harrington in lane 5, and Martha Miller, Preston in 6. Ada Tiernan of Wigan Best in lane 7, and Chloe Scott, Stretford in lane number 8. And as they turn at the 50 mark, it's Isabel Yates from Ramsbottom, followed by Samantha Harrington and Crosby, and it's Lily Metcalf in 3rd. So with 25 metres to go, there is 6 swimmers who could take this. As they move under the flags, I'm going to go Martha Miller in lane 6, who might just take this, followed by lane 8. Martha Miller, Preston, Chloe Scott, and equal 3rd, Lily Metcalf and Ellie Duxbury. Result confirmed, heat 15.
So this heat 15, we've got Tiana Kinter from Wigan Best, Sophie Armitage from Blackpool in the lane next to her. Holly Carnes from Bolton Metro in lane 3, and her teammate Grace Hyde in lane 4. Amy Barlow from Blackburn in 5, Molly Moran from Carnforth in 6, Heidi Wilde from City of Salford in 7, and Caitlin Wilson from Burnley Bobcats in lane 8. It's the outside lanes, Heidi Wilde and Caitlin Wilson turning 1st and 2nd. Grace Hyde just not that far behind. And we've had another sweep from Clitheroe Dolphins. 2 Dolphins in the final. Good luck to Archie Lorimer and Owen Donnelly in the 11 years 50 metres backstroke final. And go smash it, boys. That's from the Clitheroe Dolphins. So the 1, 2, 3 in this heat. Molly Moran from Carnforth. Good swim on that final 50 leg from Heidi Wilde and Caitlin Wilson. We'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have it. As we move on, heat 16. So over in 1, over on the far side, Ellie Moran from Preston, Amarai Hock from Aquabears, Francesca Olchowski from Everton, Jessica Dealey from Prescott in 4, Evie Sellers, Carnforth in 5, Daisy May Lewis from Flixton in 6, Neve Pryor, Bolton Metro in 7, and Holly Brown down here in lane number 8 from Blackburn, turning 1st, 31.13. And Amarai Hock on the far side. And the outside lanes doing really well this morning.
Again, fast lanes. Lanes 1 and 8 yesterday. Really, really quick. Looks like they've kept the fast water in the outside lanes
You
again
must have
today.
different water in the outside lanes.
Oh, it's fast water.
Oh, is
in
it
the
fast
outside
water?
lane. Fast
Yeah,
water.
And it's Amarai from Holly Brown, just just turning that halfway result round. So Amarai taking it from Holly Brown and Jessica Dealey. And that's confirmed as a result. We move on to heat 17. So here's a question. What makes a fast pool?
Fast swimmers.
No. Fast, yeah, I mean, you can have fast swimmers, but what makes a fast pool?
I guess that's a really good question.
Because the thing is that, like, when you look at it from a different perspective, if you know the track racing, the cyclists.
Yeah.
If you increase the air temperature, the air is thinner, so you actually go faster. So fast riders will go faster.
Okay.
But what makes a fast pool? You know, like you can go to the aquatic centre in London, or you can go swim abroad or whatever, and you can turn out some really, really good times.
Yep.
So why are some pools really slow, and why are some pools really fast? And while we're talking about that, Lucy Parsons from Prescott turns in a 1:03.98, which is a PB, and that's confirmed as a result. Well done, Lucy. And we move on to heat 18.
Sure, there's an easy answer to the question
Now,
that
is
you've
it
just
not
posed.
the depth of the pool?
I guess depth of the pool. I'm sure the chemicals that they use within the pool play
The
a
lane
massive
ropes?
part.
The lane ropes?
Sure, I'm sure it's the whole kit and caboodle, as they say.
The size of the lane ropes?
Size of the lane ropes, depth of the pool, width of the pool. I'm sure it all comes into play. But like everything, it's well, the old saying, it's horses for courses. I know swimmers that swim fast in supposedly slow pools and swim slow in supposedly fast pools.
But I think that's down to individual
Yeah.
attainment, I think.
Yeah, it is.
But the thing is, like, say, consistently, if you look at like Sheffield or the Aquatic Centre in London,
Yep.
Sunderland, that you can go there, and there are certain pools that turn out fast times consistently. We have confirmation of the result. Mia Burslem, Alskirk, Lucy Burrows from Wigan Best, as we move on to Heat 19.
So the tweets are flying in. If anybody wants to give us any thoughts on slow pools or fast pools, or it's a load of nonsense, then use the hashtag Lancashire 2020, and we'll certainly give your answer out. Neil Holland, good luck to all the Wigan best swimmers today. Hashtag Lancashire 2020. We are all watching on the live stream at home this morning. So good luck to all the Wigan best swimmers. Rob Medway has tweeted, from the dustiest place in the world, his house in Burscough. He's got the builders in, so good luck with that, Rob. And Prescott have tweeted, well, I thought they said they've gone for the Big Mac. No, our swimmers are back at the Big Mac for another day of fast racing. County champs, good luck to all the Prescott swimmers.
I hope that's not what the dietitian from Prescott is. There's a confirmation of the result. Heat 20.
We could always ask Coach Hannah Dealey if that's the case. I can see Hannah on poolside. Mike Kay has tweeted in on Lancs Champs 2020. Hope all the Bolton Metro swim squad enjoy the day, and all coaches and team managers keep cool in the heat. So big shout out for Bolton Metro. So Graham Fordham, good luck to Tom Hilton. Coaches and team managers, could we have a Wigan best coach to the diving pit immediately? Wigan best coach or team manager to the dive pit immediately. Thank you. So back to the swimming in lane 6. It looks like Ella Proctor from Blackpool Aquatics is going to get a hand on the wall first, and she does. 104.11. And your 2-3, Amy Ainsworth from Blackburn and Gabrielle Booth from the city of Salford. Just need that result confirmed as per the board. Heat 21. So Graham Fordham, good luck to Tom Hilton and the Prescott swimming team at hashtag Lancashire 2020 from a rather dark North Carolina. It's like...
That's good.
It's like struggling to get under a minute on a 100 free. And then once you've gone under a minute, you just do it every time. We've Azerbaijan, Goa, we're now in North Carolina. Well, the world's our oyster now, Mark.
The world is our lobster, Neil.
The world is our lobster. Oh. All right, okay. So Mike K, water depth is the key factor in a fast swimming pool. The deeper the pool, the faster the times. Hashtag Lancashire 2020. That's our first bit of knowledge in the pool. In Heat 21, it looks like Daisy Poole of Wigan Best, followed very closely by Eleanor Priestner and Kate Forshaw for Bolton Metro. Are your 1, 2, 3. Heat 22. Heat 22 of the 100 freestyle. Elizabeth Brearley of Blackpool Aquatics in 1. Rebecca Quinn, Liverpool Penguins in 2. Bailey Siri of Burnley Bobcats in 3. Southport's Jessica Pennifold in 4. Madeline Hamus of the Isle of Man in 6. And City of Salford's Francesca Wood is in lane 7. So thank you all for your tweets. We're now having to make sure we read them before we read them out. In the pool, it looks like lane 4, Jessica Pennifold of Southport, just edging ahead as we move underneath the flags. Followed very closely by lane 3, Bailey Siri, Burnley Bobcats. And your 1, 2, 3 is completed by Blackpool Aquatics. Elizabeth Brearley. Result confirmed, Heat 23. Good luck to Owen Donnelly, hashtag Lancashire 2020. And that's sent in from Ray X France. George Hutchinson has tweeted a couple of tweets. I think George has been on Google. Fast pools, he says. The warmer the water, the faster, as the bond between the water molecules is weakening, making it easier to break through. Heavy chemicals in the water, such chlorine, also change the density of the water.
Yeah, but the thing is, that has to be outweighed, that, isn't it? Because the hotter the water, the more bacteria is in it. So there has to be a certain temperature in there that you can be at.
Mike K, the key is to minimize the water bounce off the sides and bottom of the pool. The deeper the pool, the less chance of bounce and water turbulence. Hashtag Lancashire 2020. Some really interesting facts coming through. In the water, heat 24. Turning first is Anna Healy. And lane number 7, Peter Chilton of Blackpool Aquatics. And Olivia Sheehan of Wigan Best. As we move up the second 50, we've got about 25 metres to go. And lane 5, Anna Healy, still ahead, being challenged by lane 2, Wigan Best's Olivia Sheehan. And lane 4, Ella Bloxage of the City of Salford, making a push to the end. And your 1, 2, 3, Olivia, Anna and Ella. So, P25.
So down to the 50 turn. It looks like Alia Day. No, it's Ruby McFarlane down in lane 7. It's got to the wall first, followed by Amy TB and Alia Day. And it looks as though lane 7, 6 and 5, it's going to be that order. Although coming through, Caitlin O'Brien, Blackpool Aquatics, she's not going to make the third place, but the 1, 2 and 3 is Ruby McFarlane, Catherine Waters and Amy Tebay. That's the 1, 2, 3.
Easy as.
Heat 26. So over on the far side on lane 1 for Bolton Metro, Georgiana Bott. And next to her, Charlie Marlins, Isabel Dunn. Lane 3, Emma Haynes from Wigan Best, Amy Crompton Hesford, her teammate in lane 4. Georgia Heath, Bolton Metro in 5, Lucy Dixon from City of Salford in 6. Kira Prentice, Isle of Man in 7, and Ella Williams from Preston in lane number 8. And it was Amy Crompton Hesford that turned first. Very, very close. Looks like Lucy Dixon, maybe, slightly coming through, although saying that, it's our 2 Wigan Best swimmers, Emma Hayes and Amy Crompton Hesford. It was on the touch, it was Lucy Dixon that got it from Emma Hayes and Amy Crompton Hesford. That's confirmed as a result. We move on to heat 27. So through the first 25, still very even. Maybe Leah Williams probably just has the edge in lane 6. It's going to be interesting on the turn. It's less than a second between all 7 swimmers. Just starting to sort themselves out. It looks like Hannah MacDonald in lane 3 from Rachel Hornby. It's going to be Rachel Hornby maybe on the touch. Rachel Hornby, Charlotte Howman and Hannah MacDonald. Good swim by Charlotte down here in lane 8, outside lane. Swimming on her own. Not the easiest thing. I'll just wait for the confirmation of the result. And that's confirmed as we move on to heat 28. So over in lane 1 from Oldham Aquatics, Emma Blair. Next to her from Clitheroe, Martha Smith. Lane 3, Holly Barden from Garston. Gabrielle Melbourne Smith from City of Liverpool in 4. Holly White from Everton. In 5, Simone Elson from Preston. In 6, Katie Ronsley from Prescott in 7. Elizabeth Zaghi from Bolton Metro. Down here in lane number 8. But into the final 25, Gabrielle Melbourne Smith from Holly White. As Holly just opened a stroke rate, she's starting to come through. Is she going to get this touch? It is going to be Holly White. 0.14 off that magical 60 seconds. And that's confirmed as a result. And we move on to heat 29.
In heat 29, we have lane 1 is Madison Wrens of Crosby and Kimberly Burston, Oldham Aquatics, in 2. 2 Wigan Best swimmers, Jennifer Green in 3 and Jessica Smith in 4. Jessica Law of Southport in 5. Emma Flannery, City of Salford in 6, and Hattie Varley, Burnley Bobcats in 7. In lane 8, City of Manchester's Lucy Canavan. And as they go through the first 50, it's Wigan Best, Jessica Smith, who's turning first, followed by Jennifer Green, Wigan Best, Emma Flannery of City of Salford, turning in the 3rd position. And they move into the last 15 metres of the race, and it's lane 4, Jessica Smith, with about half a body length from her club colleague Jennifer Green. And as they go to the wall, it's Jessica Smith, Jennifer Green, and Kimberly Burston as your 1, 2, 3. Heat 30. Good luck to my son, Oliver Parry, and all the swimmers from Oldham Aquatics. We are so proud using the hashtag LancsChamps 2020. That's from Helen Parry, Catherine Jenkins. Catherine Jenkins. The Catherine Jenkins.
Not so sure.
Because we had Twiggy yesterday. Good luck to Reese Jenkins and all the Flixton swimmers. Hashtag LancsChamps 2020. In the pool, it looks like lane 5, Emma Dixon, City of Manchester. And lane 3, which is Holly Maxwell. But it is Emma Dixon, City of Manchester, 58.9. And second in that heat was Holly Maxwell, with Emma Hodgson in 3rd place. There's the 1, 2, 3. We now move on to event 403, the Men's Open 200 meters individual medley. We have 17 heats. Heat 1.
So at the end of the fly leg, we've got Ethan McGuinness from Ramsbottom, Liam Hardy from the City of Manchester in 2nd, and Matthew Sawyers from Wigan Best. 4 swimmers from the Wigan Best in this heat: Oliver Pearson, Alfie Owen, Max Pearson and Matthew Sawyers. Albert Smith from Flixton. He's in lane 2. With Mason, Ethan McGuinness and Mason Stocks. Mason Stocks from Aquabears in lane 6. That's our 2 golden lanes of Ethan McGuinness and Matthew Sawyers.
Claire Parks on the Twitter, hashtag LancsChamps2020. Grace Jackson, you're the best. Love from New Zealand family. Claire, Ian and Olivia. Go strong. New Zealand. Love from your New Zealand family. We've made it all the way to New Zealand. Fantastic.
We've made it to the other side of the world. I was just waiting for confirmation of the result. Well, like I say, we finally made it to the opposite side of the world. Oh, we have 2 disqualifications. One in lane 2 and the other one in lane 4. So lane 2 and lane 4 in this heat have been disqualified. That's confirmed as a result. So Matthew Sawyers from Wigan Best gets the win from Liam Hardy and Alfie Owen as we move on to heat 2. I'm lost for words. The thing is that we've just had a
He's
tweet.
gushing here. He's gone all red.
Evie Cutter.
Some finalists for you for the Women's Open 100 meters freestyle. In the 10 and 11-year-old age group, Madeline Andrew from Ramsbottom, Caitlin Postolacci of City of Salford, Eleanor Clark from Southport, Evie Cutter, Wigan Best, Evie Clare, City of Manchester, Emily Bloxage, City of Salford, Eva Webb, Stretford, and Gabrielle McCulloch from Aqua Bears. Your reserve finalists are Lauren Watson from Wigan Best and Nandini Kapoor from Preston. In the 12-year-old age group, Grace Rowbottom Keating, City of Manchester, Mackenzie Parkinson, Wigan Best, Zara Mann from Preston, Grace Jackson, City of Salford, Katie Lee, City of Salford, Isabel Liptrot from Wigan Best, Skylar Baybut from Wigan Best, Emily Wade from Leyland Barracudas. And your reserve finalists are Alice Volkovea from City of Salford and Isabel Lloyd from Wigan Best. In the 13-year-old age group, Georgia Fitton from City of Salford, Lydia Swindle from Wigan Best, Lucy Parsons from Prescott, Lisa Bazagi from Bolton Metro, Madison Wrens from Crosby, Grace Lackey, Leyland Barracudas, Hannah Edgett from City of Manchester, and Grace Taylor from Bolton Metro. Your reserves finalists are Caitlin Wilson from Burnley Bobcats and Isabel Brearley from Blackpool Aquatics. In the 14-year-old age group, Eleanor Kay from Bolton Metro, Ella Bloxage from City of Salford, Amy Crompton-Hesford from Wigan Best, Jessica Pennifold, Southport, Tilly Copeland, City of Manchester, Anna Healy from Prescott, Peter Chilton from Blackpool Aquatics, and Ella Proctor from Blackpool Aquatics. Your reserve finalists are Mia Mason from Flixton and Georgia Carroll from Wigan Best. In the pool, as we finish Heat 2, it looks like Lane 6, William Irvine, and Lane 4, Seth Hutchinson, are going to battle it out for the finish under the flags. And it's Lane 4, Seth Hutchinson from Preston, followed by William Irvine, and Joshua Hayes make up your 1, 2, 3. We just need that result confirmed. Result confirmed, heat 3. In the 15-year-old age groups, Hannah MacDonald, City of Salford, Gabija Rabeta from Carnforth, Katie Rawnsley from Prescott, Holly Barden from Garston, Emma Flannery, City of Salford, Hattie Varley, Burnley Bobcats, Ruby McFarlane, City of Salford, Olivia Sheehan from Wigan Best. And your reserve finalists, Lucy Dixon, City of Salford, and Molly Moran from Carnforth. In the 16 years age group, Emily Unsworth, City of Manchester, Rachel Hornby, Wigan Best, Lauren Bradley Holt, City of Salford, Jessica Smith, Wigan Best, Holly Maxwell, Blackpool Aquatics, Lucy Canavan, City of Manchester, Charlotte Howman, City of Manchester, and Emma Haynes from Wigan Best. Your reserve finalists are Catherine Waters from Preston and Bailey Siri from Burnley Bobcats. In the 17 years and over age group, Jodie Gittins from Wigan Best, Kimberly Burston from Oldham Aquatics, Gabrielle Melbourne Smith from the City of Liverpool, Emma Dixon from the City of Manchester, Holly White from Everton, Jennifer Green from Wigan Best, Emma Hodgson from the Isle of Man, Martha Smith from Clitheroe. Your reserve finalists, Jessica Law from Southport and Simone Elson from Preston. Coaches and team managers, you now have 15 minutes if you wish to withdraw any of your swimmers from the 100 freestyle finals. Thank you. So, heat 3, moving on to the freestyle leg. We have lane 3, Berdan Ordek of Prescott, and lane 8, Ethan Kelly of Crosby. Fighting it out for the first place, it looks like lane 8, Ethan Kelly, is just slightly ahead at the moment as we move under the flags. And it looks like Ethan's going to hold on. Berdan fighting. Yes, wow, look at that, 1/10 of a second. Third place goes to Ollie Bottomley, City of Salford. There's your 1, 2, 3, which is Ethan, Berdan, and Ollie. Well done, boys. Just need the result to be confirmed. Result confirmed, heat 4. So, heat 4 in the water, and as always, we start off with the butterfly in the 200 IM. Lane 1, Jonathan Waters, Blackpool. George Sutton from Southport in 2. Lane 3 is Lewis Gilbert of Flixton. Luke Kernan, Liverpool Penguin, goes in 4. City of Salford, Sean Mattison in 5, with Samuel Sutcliffe of Ramsbottom in 6. And 2 Preston swimmers, Hayden Soule and Isaac Jones in lanes 7 and 8. So Samuel Sutcliffe and Luke Kernan, first and second as we turn from the fly onto the back. As with all in IM swims, it's generally the breaststroke which which sorts the swimmers out.
I was just slightly interrupted there. I was in the middle of a tweet regarding Evie Cutter. Go Evie Cutter. And this is from, I hope I pronounce this right, Dela. Evie will know. But it's from Paris with love. Good luck and lots of love from Paris to Evie Cutter. So Evie, wherever you're at, Dela? Dela? I'm not so sure. But the thing is that from Paris with love. That has to be the best tweet.
Isn't that a James Bond film, From Paris with Love?
No. John Travolta. John Travolta.
John Travolta?
Yeah.
A Midnight in Paris?
No. From Paris with... I'm sure it's John Travolta. It's From Paris with Love. Ask the audience.
Do we need to ask the audience?
Ask Twitter.
Ask Twitter. Hashtag Ask Mark.
Yeah, hashtag Lancashire 2020.
Yeah.
Was it John Travolta from Paris with Love?
In the pool, Samuel Sutcliffe in first position, Luke Kernan in second, and Jonathan Waters, Blackpool Aquatics, makes up the 1, 2, 3 in this heat. Once the results are confirmed, they are heat 5. You wish. So, a tweet in from Hayley Beryl. Good luck to all Bolton Metro swimmers using the hashtag LanksChamps2020. So, good luck to all the Bolton Metro swimmers.
And a good luck to the Crosby swimmers as well. And especially Ethan Kelly. And that's from Suzanne. Emily and Grace in the 100 final from Danny.
And Jonathan Waters from Blackpool, who's just swam in the 200 IM. Shout out from Louise Rochelle. Swim strong, we're so proud of you all, to all the Blackpool aquatic swimmers, especially Jonathan, using the hashtag LanksChamps2020. If you want anything read out, if you want us to pass a message on to any of the swimmers, coaches, or indeed our wonderful officials today, then use the hashtag LanksChamps2020 and we'll pass that message on. But we will read it before we read it out.
So back to the swimming. Going through halfway, Ethan Richards from Oldham Aquatics and Flynn Smith from Southport. So sharp. As Peter Thompson from City of Liverpool has had a fantastic breaststroke leg, and he's going to turn in first place. Can he keep that going on the final freestyle leg? From Flynn Smith, still in second place, with Ethan just dropping back. Is he going to maintain this pace all the way through to the finish? We have Peter Thompson, and then a line of 4 swimmers, but coming through quite strongly now is Ethan Richards. So it's going to be Ethan Richards from Peter Thompson and then Flynn Smith. There's a good final leg there by Ethan Richards. He just dropped back on the turn into fourth place. Came powering through, took the first.
So disqualification in that heat, lane 5. Disqualification in that heat, lane 5. So, heat 6 of the 200 IM. Heat 6 of 17. Makes their way down the first leg of 4, which is the butterfly stroke, and Tom Simon from Bridgefield with an early lead, 1/10 ahead of Leo Taylor from Leyland Barracudas. And indeed another 10th ahead of Ebermeyer Clayton from Flixton. They move down the backstroke leg. Looks like lanes 4 and 3, Thomas Simon and Leo Taylor. Just edging slightly ahead on the backstroke leg. Lane 7, Archie Dandy from Bolton Metro, putting in a super backstroke length. But I'm not sure if it's been said before. But the breaststroke leg generally works out on the IM, so you need a strong breaststroke on this IM leg. And we can see a couple of strong breaststrokers starting to make their way forward as we come halfway down the length. It looks like we've now got a line of 6 swimmers ready to do a 1-length front crawl race. It's a great equaliser. Actually looks like lane 2, which is Ebermeyer Clayton of Flixton. It's just starting to edge slightly ahead with lane 7, Archie Dandy, Bolton Metro. And those guys turn with Leo Taylor of Leyland Barracudas. Can they keep that going on the freestyle length as they make their way with 25 meters to go? Lots of encouragement from the Bolton Metro coaching staff on the side for Archie. But it looks like lane 4, Thomas Simon, with a fantastic freestyle length. Thomas turned 4th after the breaststroke and all the way through. And Archie Dandy finishing 2nd, and Thomas Hilton of Prescott coming through in 3rd place. Result confirmed, heat 7. Tweet from Rochelle Gully. So Rochelle Gully, good luck today, Grace. We are streaming in Bristol. Love, Auntie Rochelle. So we have a Louise Rochelle and a Rochelle Gully. So after the butterfly leg, Jack Parkinson from Fleetwood. Jack Hepplestone, Leyland Barracudas. And Annan Clark from Preston. It looks like lane 5, Jack Parkinson of Fleetwood, with an early lead on the backstroke. Lane 7 from Leyland Barracudas, Jack Heppelstone, also with a strong backstroke leg. And again, the breaststroke will sort the boys out. But it looks like lane 5, Jack Parkinson from Fleetwood, is actually extending that lead. So Jack's entry time, 2:34. I'm pretty sure he's going to beat that as he makes his way down the final length. With around about a 9-second lead on the pack. So Jack moves under the flags with 5 meters to go. Entry time of 2:34. Whoa. 2:27. That's a big PB. Well done, Jack. Second place, Ben Shields from Garston. And third place in lane 8 was Mackenzie Ronson Horrocks. Just wait for that result to be confirmed. As per the board, heat number 8. So some fantastic swimming already this morning in the 2020 Lancashire County Championships. And the 200 IM, we have no finals in this event, so heat declared winner. So it's the fastest time in the heat that counts. We've still got some finals of the 50 backstroke and the 100 freestyle to go. So James Howard from Oldham Aquatics out to a strong start. Luke Meehan from Wigan Best going with him. And in lane 1 from Stretford is Toby Mulkin. But as we move down the backstroke leg, it's lane 4, James Howard from Oldham, still maintaining that advantage. And as they turn from the back to the breast, James still with the lead, and then it's really quite close behind now. So in the great Paris with Love, a James Bond film. Of course, I know it wasn't, but I knew it was a film, but I just couldn't remember who was in it, what was it about. Well, Andy T has got some solid film knowledge, and tweeting on hashtag LanksChamps2020 with John Travolta starred in From Paris with Love in 2010. From Russia with Love was a James Bond film in 1963 with Sean Connery. Mark remembers that. He went to the opening at the local Chorley Flicks. So the end of heat 8, lane 4, James Howard 2:30, 1:55. Owen Whiteley, City Manchester, in second. And in third place was lane 2, Matthew Tinkler, Wigan Best. We'll just wait for that result to be confirmed. Heat 9. So, Susan44 has used the hashtag LancsChamps2020. Well done, Izzy Lloyd. Wigan Best all the way from Somerset. Love Grandma and Grandpa. So, well done to Izzy Lloyd from Wigan Best. From your grandparents down in Somerset, watching on the live stream and using the hashtag LancsChamps2020. So a strong start to Heat 9 from lane 3, Luke Black from Blackpool. And down in lane 8, Adam Seddon from Oldham Aquatics. Really pushing the butterfly leg. And swimmers have to push their best stroke to make up for the weaker ones that they have within the 4. Very rare that you get a swimmer with 4 extremely strong strokes in the IM. And as we move on to the breaststroke leg, Luke still in the lead. Lane 6, Joseph Quinn from Wigan Best. And James Ross from City of Salford now pushing forward on the breaststroke. But lane 3, Luke Black seems to be holding on, if not extending slightly on that breaststroke leg. And as we turn onto the freestyle leg, lane 3, Luke Black maintains his lead after his strong butterfly opening. He's increased that lead through the breaststroke, and he's 25 meters to go. And challenging now, James Ross from City of Salford coming through to try and take that second place. Lane 8, Adam Seddon from Oldham Aquatics. And lane 4, Thomas Morgan from Southport. All fighting for that second and third place. But lane 5, James Ross, and lane 8, Adam Seddon are your 1, 2, 3, along with Luke in lane 3. So that completes heat number 9. Just need a result to be confirmed. Heat 10.
Well, just while I was absent from the microphone, we've been going through Twitter. I've been going through my own Twitter, and I don't really follow football. But the thing is that I just have to announce that the team that I do follow is a team from Brazil called Chapecoense. And at the minute, just to give you an update, they are drawing 1-1 against Concordia. Not that anybody's interested, but just as a fact, I started following them in 2016 after the plane crashed and killed 71 of the 77 members of the football team, and I bought a T-shirt, not T-shirt, but an actual club shirt. All proceeds went to rebuilding the club, and the teams from all around the world lent players. There was only 4 of the actual first team left out of the whole team. One of them that had to retire, who only played after rehabilitation 1 game. But I've followed them ever since, and their exploits and their promotions and other things. And I just thought I'd let you in on that bit of Twitter news that actually they are drawing 1-1 against Concordia. And back to the real world, really. So the end of Heat 10. Ewan Blackwell from Carnforth, well done. 2:27.67. And that's confirmed as a result. And we're going to move on to Heat 11.
So, a couple of tweets that arrived in. One for the ever popular Evie Cutter. I think if we had a competition on who was the most popular on Twitter, Evie Cutter would be up in the top 3 or 4. So
top mentions.
Top mentions from
yeah.
Evie Cutter. This one is from Good Luck Wigan Best, and a big shout out for Evie Cutter from Grandma and Grandad and the Sadberg fan club, using the hashtag Lancashire 2020. Sadberg.
No.
I don't know where that is. I'm going
to. I think we need to Google that one. Sadberg.
I'm going to use my
elaborations, please.
My data.
Jan Young, elaborations on Sadberg fan club.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And that's all the Metro Swim Fast Metro swimmers. Love Amelia C. So that's and then well done Izzy Lloyd, Wigan Best.
So an update.
And that's from Somerset. I think we've had that one. But hang on, Sadberg.
Sadberg is a village in County Durham, situated between Darlington and Stockton-on-Tees. It is administered as part of the Borough of Darlington. So, is it inappropriate to say why man?
Why aye. Of course it is, yeah.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I won't do it then.
Anyway, coming down to the end of the breaststroke leg, we've got Tom Arkwright and Swan Mingwa fighting it out for that top spot. And Tom Arkwright he's having a very, very good swim. He's pulling away all the time on this freestyle leg, and he comes into the finish 2:24. Let's put some on a PB, 2:25.21 as an entry time, 2:24.21.
It's a super swim.
Good swim from Swan Ming. And that's confirmed as a result. And we move on, Heat 12.
So tweet in using hashtag LanksChamps2020. Carolyn Wright has tweeted in. Good luck to my nephew and brother, Caleb Griffiths from Crosby. Just keep swimming. Love Auntie Cal and little sister Millie Moo. So good luck, Caleb, from your Auntie Cal and sister Millie. Or Millie Moo to give her their full title.
So at the halfway point, it's we have Joel Morley, Gabriel Taylor-Rimmer from Bolton Metro. But coming up rather fast is lanes 5, 6, 7 and 8. So Connor Hartley, Jamie Clayton, Thomas O'Donnell and Samuel Grimes can't even read.
Also lane 2, our 100 breaststroke winner from yesterday, Matthew Charlesworth, is absolutely storming down that lane 2. I think he's gone from
It's going to be touch and go between Thomas O'Donnell and Matthew Charlesworth.
He's gone from 8th to 1st. Breaststroke, you see.
8th to 1st.
Have you ever heard that
Amazing.
before? That breaststroke sorts out the IMers.
Yeah. It's always the breaststroke that sorts everybody out.
It's always the
No
breaststroke.
matter how good your backstroke can fly, the breaststroke is always the change in the race.
It's so true. It's so true.
Great swim by Matthew Charlesworth coming through on that breaststroke. Really, really good, strong breaststroke leg. And taking the win in that heat. And there we have confirmation of the result. And we move on to heat 13. So in this heat, lane 1, Ben Porter from Layla Barracudas. Ben Rogerson from Preston in lane 2. Charles Kelly, Southport in 3. Matthew Gregory from Wigan Best in 4, and his teammate Jacob Scott. He's in lane 5. Christopher Lockett, City of Salford in 6. Charles Collins, Wigan Best in lane 7, and Adam Tabernacle from Preston down here in lane number 8. And at the end of the flight leg, it was Charles Kelly from Ben Rogerson, followed by Adam Tabernacle. On the backstroke leg, Adam Tabernacle has come through, and he's got about 3/4 length of a body lead over the rest of the swimmers. It's a good turn, a good first phase on that breaststroke leg. Stretched out to a full body length lead over everybody else. Charles Kelly, who's having a good swim on the breaststroke leg. Looks as though he's going to turn first. It is still Adam Tabernacle from Charles Kelly, and then Charlie Collins. But Charles is coming strongly in this final leg. I don't know whether he's actually going to catch him. No, he's going to run out of the pool, and it is Adam Tabernacle from Charles Kelly, from Christopher Lockett.
So, using the hashtag LancsChamps2020, Chris has tweeted in, best of luck in the 100 free final, Katie, at Prescott Swimming Club. Today, love Grandma Eric and Sam. So, best of luck, Katie. I'm going to go Katie Rawnsley with that one. Yeah, I think so.
I was just thinking, you know when it says Chris, at Chris?
Yeah.
You know the 855073.
Don't really want to give the handle up.
But the thing is that how many at Chris's there are on Twitter?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's
that's not his name, is it?
Maybe that's the last 8 digits of his mobile number.
So that's 6 digits, isn't it?
6 digits.
6 digits.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just a question.
Let's ask Twitter.
Ask Twitter.
Ask Twitter. Hashtag LancsChamps2020 if you know the answer to that random question.
It just came to mind. Chris, at Chris, 855. And the thing is that we're just wondering whether that actual number is that how many Chris's are actually on Twitter in the world. Because it is the world, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Well, it is the WWW, after all, the World Wide Web. And on the World Wide Web, they're now watching Evan Brunston from City of Manchester, just about to
Max Delaney
finish the heat.
Lane 1.
Push the button up.
Now we have the confirmation of the result. Heat 15. We've had a tweet from Alan, and there's nothing on it. It's just Lancs Champs 20.
I think Alan is tweeting in because he's got lots of numbers after his name. As in, Chris had lots of number after his name. Is there that many Allans in the world? Or on the World Wide Web?
Well, this is it. This is the question. It's the things that we need to know.
Alan, thanks for the tweet, but could we have a little bit more information on your Twitter handle, please? Is that the name? Twitter handle? Twitter name?
No, you're going back to CB.
I'm going back to CB radios, aren't I?
Yeah. Watch your 20 and all that, you know what I mean?
Okay. Obviously, children, you've got to be of a certain age to understand the CB radio. Yeah.
10-4 for a copy. Well, we get all the taxis tweeting in now, won't we?
Yeah, all the taxi drivers coming in now.
Oh, ham radios.
So, back in the pool, Ben Smith, Wigan Best, lane 4. Followed by Dakota Ravatelli and Harry Robinson. Look like they're going to be the 1, 2, 3 in this heat. Ben is just coming under the flags. Harry making a concerted effort to get there, but he just gets his hand on the wall first, Ben. Followed by Harry and Dakota. And there's your 1, 2, 3 for heat 15, which means heat 16.
Heat 16. as we get this Heat 16 underway. We've had a tweet from Sarah Green. Now, I'm just wondering, is that the Sarah Green that used to be on Blue Peter?
Well, she's
Sarah
providing
Green
an
on Blue
answer,
Peter.
is Sarah, so it could be.
You know, like Val, John and Peter Pete Purvis, was it? John
Yeah,
Noakes,
I
Peter
think
Purvis,
that's your...
and
Yeah.
Val Singleton.
Even I don't remember, Shep.
Oh, you must know. You're older than you look.
No.
But anyway, I know that apparently the numbers are randomly generated by Twitter to make a user's name.
We've had Twiggy.
We've
had
Twiggy.
Catherine Jenkins.
And now we've got Sarah Green.
Yeah. We've got Sally Webster.
Yeah.
So Lancashire County Championships is just a wash with famous people.
Oh, yeah. Name-alikes. Have we got anybody in the spectators gallery that's actually a look-alike?
Oh, I'm not. Oh, that's a road I'm not travelling lightly.
Anyway, to get back to the swimming. Lane 2, Tyler Melbourne-Smith from City of Liverpool. Benjamin Havers-Strong from Preston in 3. George Robinson from Preston in 4. Luke Adams from City of Salford in 5. Henry Moore from Southport in 6. Elliot Pickford from City of Manchester in 7. And Max Adams, Luke's brother, from City of Salford in 8. But it's Luke.
It's not the Sarah Green. Apparently, this Sarah Green doesn't have an E on the end of the green. And to Chris, who is Katie's grandma, my apologies for calling you Grandad.
And in the Heat 16, it looks like the Adams family have, not the Adams family, but Adams family have taken the 1-2 in this from, and there we have the result. Heat 17.
So our final heat of the 200 IM. And we have Ruben Rowbottom Keating in lane 2, City Manchester Aquatics. Ellis Cleworth from City of Liverpool in 3. Jonathan Milner, City of Manchester in 4. Adam Jones, City of Manchester in 4. Nathan Holmes of Preston goes in, Adam Jones in 5. Nathan Holmes in 6 from Preston. Samuel Atkinson, Bolton Metro in 7. And in lane 8 is Oliver Taylor of City of Manchester. So a strong start from Jonathan in lane number 4. And we have Ellis in lane 3 and Nathan in lane 6, who are the same age, so they'll be battling it out for the medals, along with Oliver Taylor in lane 6, all 16 years. Ruben in lane 2 is 15, and the rest of the guys are in the 17 years and over age group. So it looks like a strong breaststroke leg for Ellis in lane 3, sorry. Takes him into second place. And as we come up with 25 metres to go, Jonathan Milner from City of Manchester will touch first. And it looks like Ellis Cleworth, City of Liverpool, to touch second. And Ruben Rowbottom Keating, City of Manchester, into third. And there's your 1, 2, 3, lanes 4, 3, and 2. Just need the result confirmed. Result is confirmed, and we can now move on to our first set of finals.
So we just take a slight break while we wait for our swimmers to collect their belongings, and then we shall proceed with this morning's finals. The first set of finals for the women's 100 meters freestyle. Okay, I think we're just about ready to go. And first set of finals is for the women's 10 and 11 years 100 meters freestyle final. And in lane 1 from Ramsbottom is Madeline Andrew. Lane 2 from the city of Salford, Caitlin Postolacci. Lane 3 from Southport, Eleanor Clark. Lane 4 from Wigan Best, Evie Cutter. Lane 5 from the city of Manchester, Evie Clare. Lane 6 from the city of Salford, Emily Bloxage. And in lane 7 from Stretford, Eva Webb. And in lane 8 from Aquabears, Gabrielle McCulloch. So through the first 25, Evie Cutter. It looks as though she's got the slight edge. I'm sure the fan club will be cheering her on. She does turn first, 32.37 from Evie Clare, and then Eleanor Clark. Going through 75 metres, she's still managing to stay out there. It is going to be a battle for that second place between Evie Clare and Eleanor Clark. But it's going to be Evie Cutter from Evie Clark, from Eleanor Clark. Sorry, from Evie Clare, from Eleanor Clark. And there we have confirmation of the result as we move on to our next final, which is for the women's 12 years 100 metres freestyle final. In lane 1, from the city of Manchester, Grace Rowbotham Keating. Lane 2, from Wigan Best, Maisie Parkinson. Lane 3, from Preston, Zara Mann. Lane 4, from the city of Salford, Grace Jackson. Lane 5 from City of Salford, Katie Lee. And lane 6 from Wigan Best, Isabel Liptrot. Lane 7 from Wigan Best, Skylar Baybuck. And in lane 8 from Leyland Barracudas, Emily Wade. Looks like Emily Wade from Leyland Barracudas down here in lane 8. He's having a strong first 50. But lane 4, Grace Jackson. Looks as though she might turn first. She does from Zara Mann. And then Katie Lee. So it's the first and third for our Salford swimmers. We're coming through very strongly. Through 75 metres is Zara Mann. And now it's a race to the line in the last 15 between Zara Mann and Grace Jackson. It's going to be on the touch. It looks as though it's going to be Grace Jackson. It is Grace from Zara Mann, from Katie Lee. And that's confirmed as a result. And we move on to our next final, which is for the women's 13 years 100 metres freestyle final. In lane 1, from City of Salford, Georgia Fitton. Lane 2 from Wigan Best, Lydia Swindle. Lane 3 from Prescott, Lucy Parsons. Lane 4 from Bolton Metro, Lisa Bazaghi. Lane 5 from Crosby, Madison Renz. Lane 6 from Leyland Barracudas, Grace Lackey. Lane 7 from City of Manchester, Hanny Eggert. And in lane 8 from Bolton Metro, Grace Taylor. As we come into the first turn, or the halfway turn, it's Lisa Bazaghi from Madison Renz and Lucy Parsons. There's not much between any of them. It is probably Lisa that's Madison to just get the edge over everybody else. It's Lisa Bazaghi, but coming back very strongly in this last 15 metres is Madison Renz. It's going to be on the touch. It's going to be very, very close. It's Lisa Bazaghi from Madison Renz, from Lucy Parsons. And that's confirmed as a result. We move on to our next final, which is for the women's 14 years 100 metres freestyle final. In lane 1, from Bolton Metro, Eleanor Kay. Lane 2 from the City of Salford, Ella Bloxage. Lane 3 from Wigan Best, Amy Crompton Hesford. Lane 4 from Southport, Jessica Pennyfold. Lane 5 from the City of Manchester, Tilly Copeland. Lane 6 from Prescott, Anna Healy. And lane 7 from Blackpool Aquatics, Peter Chilton. And in lane 8 from Blackpool Aquatics, Ella Proctor. Coming to the halfway turn. Lane 1, Eleanor Kay. I thought she looked as though she might have the slight edge, but it is only slight. 400ths of a second over Jessica Pennyfold. And this could go either way as we come into the last 15 metres. It looks as though it might be Eleanor Kay that's hanging on, but Jessica Pennyfold is coming back. It's going to be very, very close. I'm not going to call this. Jessica Pennyfold from Eleanor Kay and Tilly Copeland. That was very, very close. And there we have confirmation of that result. And we move on to our next final, which is for the women's 15 years 100 metres freestyle final. In lane 1 from City of Salford, Hannah MacDonald. In lane 2 from Carnforth, Kabija Rabeta. Lane 3 from Prescott, Katie Ronsley. Lane 4 from Garston, Holly Barden. Lane 5 from City of Salford, Emma Flannery. Lane 6 from Burnley Bobcats, Hattie Valley. Lane 7, City of Salford, Ruby McFarlane. And in lane 8 from Wigan Best, Olivia Sheehan. Through the first turn. That is Emma Flannery from Holly Barden, and also Gabita. As we come into the finish, last 5 metres, it looks as though it's going to be Emma Flannery from Holly Barden, and then third place goes to Katie Ronsley. 200ths of a second between her and Hattie Valley. And there we have confirmation of the results. We move on to our next final, which is our women's 16 years 100 metres freestyle final. In lane 1 from the City of Manchester, Emily Unsworth. Lane 2 from Wigan Best, Rachel Hornby. Lane 3 from the City of Salford, Lauren Bradley Holt. Lane 4 from Wigan Best, Jessica Smith. Lane 5 from Blackpool Aquatics, Holly Maxwell. Lane 6 from City of Manchester, Lucy Canavan. Lane 7, also from the City of Manchester, Charlotte Howman. And in lane 8, from Wigan Best, Emma Haynes. A long underwater phase by Lucy Canavan. Last to come up. First into the turn is Jessica Smith, followed by Lucy, followed by Lauren Bradley Holt. And down this final 50, It is still Jessica Smith. And then second place could go anywhere. It could be Lauren Bradley Holt. It could be Holly Maxwell. It's going to be very, very close. Holly Maxwell from Lucy Carnarvon. Have confirmation of that result, and we've come to our next final, which is the women's 17 years and over 100 metres freestyle final. In lane 1 from Wigan Best, Jodie Gittins. Lane 2 from Oldham Aquatics, Kimberly Burston. Lane 3 from the City of Liverpool, Gabrielle Melbourne Smith. Lane 4 from City of Manchester, Emma Dixon. Lane 5 from Everton, Holly White. Lane 6 from Wigan Best, Jennifer Green. Lane 7, out of Man, Emma Hodgson. And in lane 8 from Clitheroe, Martha Smith. Through the first 25, it looks like Emma Hodgson from the Isle of Man might just have an edge, but then again, lane 4, Emma Dixon. Emma Dixon, Holly White, Emma Hodgson. 28.73, 29.17. Coming into the final 15. It is Emma Dixon from Gabrielle Melbourne Smith and Holly White. Is Holly going to get the second place? Is it going to be? Ooh. It's not. It's just slightly. And there we have confirmation of the results.
Move on to event 411, which is the men's 10 years and 11 years, 50 metres backstroke. Final. In lane 1 from Clitheroe, Owen Donnelly. Lane 2 from Fleetwood is Dexter Diver. Lane 3 from Ramsbottom is Ethan McGuinness. Lane 4 from Ramsbottom is Samuel Sutcliffe. Lane 5 from City of Salford, Daniel Codaverde. Lane 6 from Clitheroe, Archie Lorimer. Lane 7 from Preston, Oliver Stanley. Lane 8 from Wigan Best, Max Pearson. As we move through the first 25 metres, it's lane 4, Samuel Sutcliffe. from Ramsbottom, showing early, followed by Daniel Codaverdi from the city of Salford. And looking like in third place is lane 3, Ethan McGuinness. As they move under the flags with a couple of meters to go, it looks like lane 4, that's Samuel Sutcliffe, Daniel Codaverdi, and Ethan McGuinness. That's your 1, 2, 3. Samuel, Daniel, and Ethan. Just wait for that result to be confirmed. Result confirmed. And we move on to event 412, the men's 12 years, 50 meters backstroke final. In lane 1 from Bolton Metro is Jack Seddon. Lane 2 from Blackpool Aquatics, Jonathan Waters. Lane 3 from Oldham Aquatics, Oliver Parry. Lane 4 from Preston, Isaac Jones. Lane 5 from Bolton Metro, Archie Dandy. Lane 6 from Wigan Best, Joshua Hayes. Lane 7 from Prescott, Bedan Odek. Lane 8 from Bolton Metro is Kelsey Liu. As we move through the first 25, it's Isaac Jones from Preston who's showing an early lead. And then it's quite close between lanes 3, 5, lane 6 also, which is Joshua Hayes, Wigan Best. And as we move underneath the flags, it's lane 4, Isaac Jones from Preston. Lane 5, which is Archie Dandy, and lane 6, which is Joshua Hayes. Isaac, Archie, and Joshua are your 1, 2, 3. Just need that result confirming. It is. And we move on to event 413, the men's 13 years, 50 metre backstroke final. In lane 1 from Oldham Aquatics is Daniel Croft. Lane 2 from Southport is Nikolai Patera. Lane 3 from Preston is Harvey Kinnear. Lane 4 from Bridgefield, Thomas Simon. Lane 5 from Preston is Emil Dawkins. Lane 6 from Liverpool Penguins, Luke Kernan. Lane 7 from Preston, Hayden Soul. And lane 8 from Ormskirk is Benjamin Paul. So as we come up to the first 25 metres, lane 4, Thomas Simon making headway ahead of Emil Dawkins in lane 5. Lane 6, lane 3, lane 2, all very close as we move into the block. But there's no doubt about the winner of this race, lane 4, Thomas Simon. It's going to be close for the second and third. Second is Emil Dawkins, and third is Luke Kernan. That's your 1, 2, 3. Thomas, Emil, and Luke. And that result is confirmed. We move on to event 414, which is the men's 14 years, 50 metre backstroke final. In lane 1, from City of Manchester, is Owen Whiteley. Lane 2 from Preston is Johnny Gibbs. Lane 3 from Wigan Best is Samuel Grimes. Lane 4 from City of Manchester is Jake Christon. Lane 5 from Wigan Best, Charlie Collins. Lane 6 from Leyland Barracudas, Jack Heppelstone. Lane 7 from Carnforth, Mackenzie Ronson Horrocks. And lane 8 from Southport, Flynn Smith. As we move through the first 25 meters, and lane number 4 and 5 battling it out at the front. That's Jake and Charlie. And it looks like the winner will come from 4 and 5, Jake and Charlie. Lane 1 also, which is Owen Whiteley, putting in a first. And your winner, Charlie Collins from Jake Christon. And in third place, Owen Whiteley. That's your 1, 2, 3. We just need that result confirmed, and it is. And we move on to event 415, the men's 15 years, 50-meter backstroke final. In lane 1, from Leyland Barracudas, Tom Arkwright. Lane 2, from Wigan Best, Matthew Tinkler. Lane 3, from Wigan Best, Liam Carey. Lane 4, from City of Manchester Aquatics, Ruben Robotham Keating. Lane 5 from Crosby, Caleb Griffiths. Lane 6 from Blackburn, Zach Wormsley. Lane 7 from Leyland Barracudas, Bradley Snaleham. And lane 8 from Flixton, Benjamin Overland. So the men's 15 years backstroke final. Straight away, lanes 4 and 5. Lane 6 also very close. That's Ruben, Caleb, and Zach. But as they make their way underneath the flags, it looks like Ruben and Caleb fighting it out for the first place. And Ruben, 28.79. Caleb Griffiths in second. And Zach Wormsley in third. We just need that result confirmed, as we're missing one time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ruben, Caleb, and Zach. Result confirmed. And we move on to event 416, the men's 16 years, 50-meter backstroke final. In lane 1, from Oldham Aquatics, is Patrick Braddock. Lane 2, from Leyland Barracudas, James Hanford. Lane 3, from Oldham Aquatics, Francis Dyson. Lane 4, from Prescott, Toby Hill. Lane 5, from Bolton Metro, Gabriel Taylor-Rimmer. Lane 6 from Carnforth, Ewan Blackwell. Lane 7 from Burnley Bobcats, Benjamin Harrison. Lane 8 from Blackburn, Samuel Murphy. As we move through the first 25 meters, it's lane 4, Toby Hill. And lane 5 and lane 3. Looks like they're fighting for second and third as Toby body length lead in the last 5 meters. Under the flags, there's your winner, Toby Hill. In second place, Gabriel Taylor Rimmer. And in third place, Francis Dyson. Result is confirmed, and we move on to our final event. 417, the men's 17 years and over, 50-meter backstroke final. In lane 1, from Everton, Matthew Rooney. Lane 2, from Preston, Harry Robinson. Lane 3, from City of Manchester Aquatics, Billy Dewhurst. Lane 4, from Wigan Best, Declan Hall. Lane 5, from Prescott, Daniel Clark. Lane 6, from the City of Manchester Aquatics, Alex Campbell. Lane 7, from the Isle of Man, Harvey Lowe. And lane 8, from Bolton Metro, Thomas Duxbury. So very quickly through the first 25 meters, and it's Declan Hall of Wigan Best from Daniel Clark of Prescott. Third place, Billy Dewhurst going well in lane 3. And that could be your top 3. Declan Hall, Daniel Clark, and Billy Dewhurst, your 1, 2, 3. And that concludes the swimming for session 7 of the Lancashire County Championships. I will indeed. Officials, thank you very much for this morning. You may now leave the poolside. Thank you.